Hey everybody, and welcome to another fly tying instructional from holsingersflyshop.com. Today it's almost the 4th of July here, and at our place the 4th of July means the Japanese beetle hatch, if you want to call it a hatch. This week on the swimming pool at the shop we've been finding a ton of Japanese beetles in the filter, so that means it's time to get them out. Traditionally around the shop here, right around the 4th of July is when we do real well on them and start to fish them, so we're getting into fishing them now. And I've also been on a big CDC kick lately, so I'm going to share a pattern with you today on how to tie a CDC beetle. So here's the material list. That's real simple, and sit back and watch. Okay, here you see the fly in the vise. Let's get into tying it. It's a simple fly, just only really 2 pieces of material and your thread and your hook. And let's get into it. The 419 from Firehole is the hook we're using. I'm tying it in a size 16, and I like using this hook. The 16 might seem small, but it's actually a 2 extra long shank, so it ends up being the right size for a Japanese beetle. Just going to start our thread on there, 140 Denier black thread. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take a couple pieces of black CDC feathers. I'm going to take about 3 of them. And I'm going to stack them on top of each other, and I'm going to put the tips all the same length. And I also want, you see there how they all have the same curve to them. They all curve the same direction. So we're going to put these on the hook, and we're going to have it with the curve going up. So when they come off the back of the hook, they're going to curve upward. And we're just going to tie them down by the tips. I'm going to get it started there, and then I'm going to slowly pull them back until I get them in place. And I want to make sure that I keep that on top of the hook and don't let it spin around. Okay, and then I can just pull these fibers back, get those wrapped in there. Not real worried about that. We're going to cover this up with dubbing. So for dubbing, I'm using a little bit of Siman bronze Peacock, and we're just going to put some dubbing on here. You got to make enough to make a nice round body to it. It is a beetle. Beetles are round or more oval, oblong shaped. So I don't want a skinny body like I'm used to tying, like I normally tie. I want it a little bit thicker. So we're going to go up there to about an eye length and a half probably, or maybe 2 eye lengths. And then we're just going to take our black CDC feathers here, keep them all going the same direction with back to back here, and I'm going to pull the fibers back, and then I'm going to pull it up over the front. And keep it right on top of that hook and wrap it down. Okay, gonna get it wrapped down nice and tight there. Make sure it stays right on top where I want it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the CDC back over and tie it down again, which will create a head. Okay, and then we can whip finish this. And then after we get the whip finish done, we are going to cut these CDC fibers off. And the way we're going to do that, I'm going to make sure they're right up on top there. I'm going to cut the shank on this, the shaft of the feather here, and then I'm going to trim the edges back so I leave fibers hanging behind. You can see here, I'm leaving fibers behind. That'll make it really leggy and buggy looking. So some of these are a little harder than other ones to do that, but you're going to have some fibers from the bend too that'll be nice and long there, make it nice and buggy looking. So there you go. It's very buggy. That'll trap a lot of air, and easy, good profile to it. You saw how simple that was. I tied that in like 4 minutes, so you can hammer a bunch of these out and fill your box up with them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. I try to keep them simple for you, and this is no different. This is a very quick tie and very few pieces of material, so that's another great thing about it. Don't forget to use your high and dry gel floatant. That'll, keep that, make that CDC feather float like a cork. I love using that stuff from High and Dry. So anything you need, you can find at the shop at holsingersflyshop.com. And don't be afraid to reach out to me with fly tying suggestions. I just got a couple good ones in an email the other day. I'll have to start working on some of them. I got a couple other videos in the pipeline already, so we'll get to them here shortly. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really enjoyed bringing these to you. Please, if you have any suggestions for me, send them to me at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. And until next time, guys, I'm Sean Holsinger.